hitting record because my rule is at 5 after I record. And
where's Dan?
Exactly my point. You'll talk amongst yourselves for a second while I text him.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Miss Boo, how are you doing?
Hey, pretty lady.
Hey. Okay, so Friends Dan is this guy from, I believe he's from France or from Belgium. He's a bear.
And be sweet because he watches.
And he lives. He absolutely lives. And I adore him. I think he's adorable. He's got kids. Like he's a dad. Yeah, he's a dad. And he has a travel blog. And a really interesting travel. I mean, of course, not this past year, unfortunately, but he has a really interesting travel blog. And he's a sweetie, total cutie pie.
I like those illustrations of himself he's been putting up, actually.
Yeah. Oh,
they're really cool.
I haven't seen
a lot of photos, but there was some like a little bit watercolors to me. He's
really
handsome guy. Yes.
All right, Cutie Pie told me a story about how he spent a week at that place in Orlando, the gay spot.
Parliament House?
Universal.
Yeah, at Parliament House, and that he needed a vacation from his vacation, like apparently when he got back because he was quite popular.
So Miss Thing. So, you know, as I was telling Booby, listeners or viewers or whoever is maybe tuning into this, aliens from wherever, what planet, it's like 2:05, 2:06 p.m. right now. And I've been up since 2 a.m. because of all kinds of drama. So the question is, do I shield my eyes with these or no? Can you tell how exhausted I am without them?
No. Although, I think it would probably take the actual shields, like from WandaVision, to make you look a little less exhausted.
You don't mean like the shield grid from
not the shield grids. No, shield, like the fighting force of shield.
I'm familiar with WandaVision. WandaVision.
But I watched episode 3 last night.
Of WandaVision. Oh, that's with the Brady Bunch hair?
Yes.
And the Brady Bunch house down.
Yeah, down.
It's getting good, right?
It's interesting. Bob don't see it.
Bob ain't got no taste. Clearly.
Get into the next 2 episodes. It's really 4 and 5. It's really 4 and 5 where it starts to happen.
But y'all bitches sleeping, but I was from the jump. Because I know quality, darling.
No, and then actually, people always, I was talking about it online and people were like, oh, but you don't understand. They're doing House of M and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, I'm a comic book queen from the day. I intuited that's what they were doing. Along with everyone else, intuited that that's exactly what they were doing. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows what they're doing. I was like, I know what they're doing. I just didn't like the approach. Like I knew they were doing House of M.
Right.
I wasn't feeling the approach.
Right.
But honey, get to episode 4 and 5. I always said I was going to continue watching. Get to episode 4 and 5. It's getting super cute. So right before the camera starts up, Miss Shadiamond over here says that we're going to have to sparkle for her, and I was about to say, you guys better sparkle for me because I am so exhausted.
No, listen, y'all gotta sparkle. Y'all gotta sparkle for me.
Look at my t-shirt.
Wanda Woman.
Can you see it?
Yes, but people listening cannot.
I am wearing a Wonder Woman 1984 t-shirt. She's in her gold.
To commemorate that piece of shit film.
She's in her golden armor.
Yeah, she needs to be to avoid the tomatoes people throwing at her. For that horrible film.
And I bought it on the Warner Brothers site. And this is the most expensive sweatshirt I have ever purchased in my entire life.
How much did they charge?
I'm almost embarrassed to say.
100.
$69 plus tax.
Damn.
$69 plus tax. And after the shipping and handling, she was closer to 85.
Right. Now, did you order that after you saw that travesty of a film?
No, I've had this for months and months, like for 5 months.
Because in retrospect, you wouldn't have ordered it.
No. I love her golden armor. I mean, you don't see it, but I have her golden armor figurine right there. Maybe you can.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
But and she's actually been, oh my God, obsessed much? I have her like behind me. She's on my shirt. I'm wearing the bracelet. Oh my God.
It's so funny you mentioned Wonder Woman.
I'm
Let me tell you,
obsessed.
before we get into the meat of it, because Dan is now past the 5-minute lateness grace period I give people.
But we love Dan, and we will give him that
We
grace
loved
because that
Dan.
furry. Because honey, those furry cupcakes, honey.
You don't know
those
that Dan's
furry.
got furry cupcakes.
I know they're furry.
You know what?
I don't think so.
Let's not objectify Dan. He's a human being, not a piece of
That's
meat,
right.
darling.
Honey, Miss Kiana Prime.
Soggy lasagna and shit, right? Did you gag at that picture?
Who is Kiana Prime?
Kiana Prime is the planet that, okay, remember the episode where Prax or whoever, no, not that episode, where they have the time ship and they keep realtering the timeline and
Yes.
reality.
Captain Braxton.
Yes.
Right.
Captain Braxton.
So he was trying, no, not Captain Braxton. No,
Tony Braxton.
no, not Tony Braxton, not Tamar either. He was trying to recreate the timeline where his home planet, Kiana
Right.
Prime,
Right.
was intact.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Kiana
Captain
Prime,
Captain Brax.
right. So Kiana Prime is also Dan's drag name when he performed the pieces.
Miss
Ah.
Kiana Prime.
So before we get into it, I do want to say one little thing about Wonder Woman. The other night, I happened to be watching on Amazon Prime because I was so bored. Celebrity bloopers uncensored, and I'm ashamed to admit that. And it was shows from like the 40s through the 80s, and so I laughed uproariously.
Really?
Some shows I've never seen, like F Troop and McHale's Navy, I still laughed, and a lot of the segments were kind of like homophobic, and oh my god, like Don Rickles, racist. It was like a lot,
Yeah.
but it was a kiki. But there's one quick scene from Wonder Woman, but
Oh.
it's who played Steve? Lyle Wagner.
Chris Pine.
Lyle Wagner.
Oh, Lyle Wagner, the original Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Right.
So he says something goofy, and she kind of laughs. It was one little outtake from Wonder Woman, and I laughed. What is that madness? Okay, should we start the episode here? I think it's Dan.
Yeah. Quick little thing about Lyle Wagner. Interesting little thing.
He's dead.
He had his career playing second
Dead.
fiddle
Dead.
to
dead.
Carol Burnett and Linda Carter and other people like that. And he was a gifted performer himself. But very soon after those television shows, he didn't leave the biz, but he started a business called Wagoneers. And to this day, he's the one that provides the cabins that for the stars, like the backstage trailers.
Mhm.
Right.
They're called Wagoneers.
But not to this day. He doesn't provide because
To
he's
this
dead.
day.
No, he's dead.
Well, but his company still
Dead,
exists.
Dead.
His company still exists.
Muffin?
Would you have hit it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Honey, I'd hitch that
Yes.
wagon. Shit.
was
Lyle.
quite-
Oh,
he was very-
Lyle.
He was lovely.
It was choice, still. It was a choice piece of meat. Oh, and there's also a great in that celebrity bloopers thing. A great scene from Carol Burnett's show. Hilarious.
Is that the one where with Tim Conway dresses as
In
Simba?
drag, comes in drag.
No, it's Carol that turns it. Tim Conway's like behind a window or something. I don't want. Okay, so she flashes him, but before you see what she's flashing him with, you see him gag, and then she turns around and she's wearing under her robe, basically like those breastplates that the drag queens wear.
Right.
Big old fake titties, and she shows the audience. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Honey,
funny.
They used to
I love
laugh
the
on.
Carol Burnett show.
Yeah.
They used to crack up. They would
Tim
great.
Conway made it a point of making Harvey Korman laugh.
laugh.
Mhm. So much funny stuff. You know what's not so funny?
Just one last thing. The Carol Burnett show. Don't you feel? If you tell me if you agree with this, don't you feel like the Carol Burnett show was kind of the very last gasp of that 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s variety shows? Like, there's no such thing as variety shows.
No.
How dare you
anymore.
sleep
should
on the
bring 'em
Mandrell
back.
sisters?
Yeah,
The
the
Mandrell
Mandrell sisters.
How dare you?
Remember Pink Lady?
Pink Lady and Jeff
Yeah,
with the two
the
Asiatic
two
ladies.
Asian chicks, and they had a show, Pink Lady.
Pink Lady and Jeff. Ooh,
And
weird
Jeff.
title.
But no one ever remembers. Shields and Yarnell had a
But
show.
Do you know
That's right.
do you know who tried it and tried it was Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah,
Remember that abortion of a variety show she tried to pull off?
and only 2 years ago, Maya Rudolph had a super cute variety
I
show.
thought you were going to say Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou.
Maya
had-
Angelou and Jeff. the
and Jeff,
grave.
and it just didn't work. It did not.
So, do you know what else doesn't work? Trying to get
Your
over on
glasses.
Captain Janeway. Fuck you. I'm trying to segue, booby.
Oh, sorry.
No, you do it. You do it.
You know what doesn't work?
What? Your
Your
glasses? Oh, what is that? Did you hear that?
You know what doesn't work? My nephew Jarrell.
Oh, hopefully he doesn't watch
You
this.
can leave that in, doll.
Miss Thing, it's rare that you truly make me goop, but that was one of them. Hold on, I'm getting a text. Hang on.
Oh, by the way, I am living for the Goonies playlist little thing you put up today with all the pictures. Booby, have you seen the pictures?
I just saw the ones of the one that I have with me, you, Charlie, and
There's
Brenda.
She put 7 pictures up, I think.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
yes, a couple
Check
I
it out.
grabbed from your Facebook, Matinga, because I didn't want to
Yeah.
like step out of bounds of pictures that you guys don't like.
No, it's adorable. Absolutely adorable.
I found another picture that I was going to use for the House of Goonies playlist. It's if you type into Google Matinga voguing, a shot comes up of you with the war ball
Really?
on the stage at Factory. Yeah. It's clearly a still from the YouTube video that either you put up or what's her
Google?
Facebook. Yeah. Because I was like, let me see what I could find because I have so few pictures from that time.
And of course, that picture of me, Brenda, you, and Booby, me, Brenda, and Booby, that gorgeous shot that I believe Sharon took.
There's another one that Dan will
No,
be here.
Diane did.
Dan will be here in 15 minutes. Hold up.
Diane? No, Diane didn't take that picture.
Which picture?
It's the really great shot of me and you and Miss Brenda.
Your head is all the way back.
And Booby, and my head is all the way back.
And you know what?
There's about 7 pictures.
Oh wow, I see Matinga performing.
There's another shot, Miss Matinga, where from that same shoot where you have your leg all extended all the way up.
Yes.
And I was going to use that, and I was like, I also noticed it's on your Facebook like 5 times. Miss Booby, you're in the shot, with him and Miss Brenda and Miss Charlie. I couldn't find very many pictures, Miss Booby, of you from that time. And there's some of me that I will never release.
Right.
From that time. But I did use a shot of me and Miss Diane.
Yes, but I noticed that you blurred your
It's
face a little bit.
It's just an old picture, honey. That was from the Roxy, darling. The back bar.
Oh,
the Akbar.
What?
the Akbar.
But I think you smudged the lips a little
I didn't
bit
smudge
to make
shit.
them a
It's
little
just an
indistinct.
old Miss Thing. I was like 14. Why would I have to blur it?
14 at the club.
12, maybe. It was 1998 or something.
Now what's
Danny will be here in 15 minutes. While we wait for Dan.
Didn't you gag at that little vid of Danny and Ian extravaganza?
Oh, I
sent you guys?
gagged. Let's play lawyer.
Let's play lawyer.
Lawyer.
No, this is how you do it. And then he throws the little African-American girl out of the game.
Shady.
He's like, no, you can't play. But then she's off to the side voguing and trying to pull the attention. And she's voguing so tired. And like, but she's really dead in the face. And dude, it's hilarious, dude. Like, watch it again. She's just voguing real dead.
My favorite part of that statement was at one point you just said, and she's voguing so tired. She didn't even merit using the whole word tired.
Yeah, she's
voguing so tired.
But I will say, like, to see them so robust.
Yeah, and the young, even Danny looking young
and looking healthy and just
like, I also found
beautiful.
Danny's song and put it on the playlist, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
Live the life you live.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
whatever mix I
That's
found,
Ian's.
I found. That's
Ian's song.
Ian's on there too, but Dan, love the life you live the life you love.
But is that love's gonna get you, baby?
At some point,
that's Ian.
That's Ian.
That's Ian. Oh, so that's a totally different song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darling, are you not keeping up with the playlist, darling?
So what? I am, but what song is Danny? Is that Live the Life?
Love the life you live.
The life
Yes,
you live.
that's
Okay.
Danny. Yeah. So I shan't be adding any more tracks because that
No.
Wow, that's a lot.
Close
a
it down.
lot.
But I sent you guys a cute track by Michelle Indiacello the other day, like cute child of her song Earth. Did you guys listen to it?
yes,
No, I did not.
Get into it. It's cute.
I like.
What
her
about
song.
the one Michelle? How do you say her last name? Indiacello.
Michelle Indiacello.
Indiacello.
I think it's in.
If that's your boyfriend, he wasn't last.
He wasn't
night.
last night.
Boyfriend.
That's a fabulous song.
I had your boyfriend.
That's a
Because
fabulous
you won
song.
stuck up bitch.
Mm-hmm. That's a fabulous song.
Oh my God.
I saw some people were like, "Why no Cure? Why no?
Why no Smiths?
You can't vote
And
for
it's
that.
like, That's what, and it's also like I love those songs, some of them, but it wasn't my scene. I know that.
Right.
Like,
I enjoyed
it
that music,
wasn't
but
my
it
scene.
wasn't. I think the tone that we were going for was
Was more
Club.
dancey.
what are we gonna hear at the club, y'all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even the downbeat stuff, like what you gonna do with my love? You'd hear that at the end of the night.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah.
you'd hear
And also,
that.
and I will say that Blue Savannah song we would hear at the club. That's kind of like
That's
the
what you wanted.
Roseland.
alternative.
Ugh, that's what you wanted on that '80s list, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I just can't take that music.
Ding, 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 ding.
Although
Didn't
apparently,
Peter Arling, Peter,
Rohrhofer?
no, Peter
Oh,
from the
Peter. Maybe we shouldn't use names.
I love him.
her
Yeah.
from Columbia Dances. They used to play
Okay.
that.
Yes, he was
Yeah.
very of that ilk.
But he was a cute little DJ.
Yes, he was.
He was a
And
cute
he was
little
cute.
boy and a cute
And he-
little boy.
And he's a very handsome man, as it turns
Handsome
out.
man.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
and
he is.
and funny little thing, true story, that when the very summer that I came out on Gay Pride Day, when I met Miss Michael, we all ended up at the Saint together. Boo, I don't believe you were there. It was too
Probably
early.
not.
It was before we met you. And so we went to the Saint, and that's the day that I met Michael and and all of those queens from that era. And I had never been to a gay dance club. And it was Michael that invited me. He said, "Hey, you come out and hang out with us." But like, she was being like the diva of the day, and so like she was entertaining everybody.
Wasn't
So
the
I
diva
was
of the day? I saw you standing on the corner on Christmas Street looking all sad with your big glasses and your acid wash jeans. I said,
yes,
Lord,
pobrecita.
Lord, instruct me how to help this pitiful creature.
Yeah, exactly. But you've always picked up strays. And so we end up at the Saint, and that entire night I was dancing with like two, not into each other, just like two queens just dancing with each other all night, friends. And since I had never been to a gay club and I really didn't know how to dance, I just copied the way that he danced. And for the next 3 years, that's how I danced. I danced like I did his little white boy bop.
Yeah.
I did his white boy bop. And because that's the dancing, I was like, I like the way he dances.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'm going to dance like him. And I did. So
But
he was my original inspiration.
That kind of dancing works for all that. What is their name?
For the Cure and
Stock
Blue Savannah
Aiken
songs.
Waterman. What are they called?
Exactly. But it was very that moment. It was
Yeah.
very that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I should have put on that 80s playlist? The Nina Hagen, New York, New York. That's one of my favorite 80s jams. I don't know why I didn't put it on there.
Was she a MTV VJ? Nina Hagen?
That's Nina Blackwood.
Oh, Nina Blackwood.
Nina Hagen.
Madcap Roxy Danceteria.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm unfamiliar.
I don't know her music either.
It's like, you know what? I didn't know everybody. I knew a lot of people. I remember meeting one of my ex-boyfriends, and he said to me, he was like a rocker, and he was like, "Oh, one of my favorite bands is Jane's Addiction." And I didn't know who that was. And I was like, "Oh yeah, she's great."
Not a bad drag name. Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction.
And
And he, by the way, he laughed at me, and he was like, "No, baby."
And then he put a cigarette out on your ass.
Yes, he did.
Again.
He did.
Miss Matinga, I have to give you props. I didn't give you enough respect for your drag name of Jahira Lawyer. Okay.
Jahira Lawyer. Yeah.
In the moment how you just in the flow, but I always think about them later. And I thought I didn't
That's
give
a
that
good
enough
name.
props. It's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's
It's
no
a great
Javelin
name.
Champagne King.
Trust.
Yeah.
Evelyn Champagne King.
Oh, I thought of a terrible one this morning. It involves an apostrophe. Wait a minute. Sarah Ngeti.
Ngeti.
Sarah Ngeti. It's
Sarah Ngeti.
Ngeti.
Oh, the Serengeti.
How do you spell her last name?
N apostrophe Getty.
Getti.
Sarah Ngeti.
You know what? I'm feeling it.
It's terrible.
Feel it.
Miss
cute.
Francis, Miss Francis, Mangela Transberry keeps sending me names. I told you Darth Refrigerator last week. Let's see. Hold up.
He was reading you because you made some comment about Top
about
Chef.
A master chef. And by the way, I did that
Yes.
just to irritate him.
Irritate who?
She's
Francis.
reading.
So
Oh.
Francis was on Master Chef, And
Yes, he
when I did
was.
my video about hard-boiled eggs, I did hashtag MasterChef, and that was for Miss Francis Honey.
And
And I
he's a
think he
chef
was, excuse
Yeah.
me,
Oh,
in
sweetheart.
yeah.
reality.
He has
Yeah, and actually, right now,
his popular shortbread society,
yep,
um,
and
which
it's
now they ship
delicious.
using Gold Belly. Bitch ain't sent me nothing. So he has drag name Testicles, friends with Helmo.
Testicles.
Oh
Testicles.
girl, I don't know about that
Oh,
one.
that could almost like be a Sesame Street because
Yeah.
it's right on the line where you're like testicles.
Oh,
Like
here,
grown-ups would get it one thing and
Right.
kids would get something else.
here's one. Hemurgency.
Ugh.
How about this one?
Emergency.
Yuha rectum. I don't know what that means. Oh,
You rectum.
no, wait, Yuha Welcome. Drag name. She is blind and can throw shade. Shady blind. Everyone's got their,
Uh,
um,
Say what?
but I do adore Miss Francis.
I do.
I don't know her.
I don't see her.
I
You,
don't know her. You said that very Mariah Carey. I don't know her.
I don't know her.
here's one. Drag name. UK variant.
You know?
Okay.
UK variant.
Okay.
Oh wow, she better do it. Anyway, so that's a Martha Graham cracker. So she's just full of them. She's
Oh,
full
but
of piss and vinegar.
But speaking of getting into little reads, me and Michael, Miss Boo, have been in a little mock read in the Wheels on Fire thread, just trying to make my two gay daughters laugh and kiki.
So
But
explain to anyone listening what that is.
well, Wheels on Fire is one of my favorite podcasts. I absolutely love it. And what they do is they do a similar podcast to our Fire Chakotay, but they are covering each and every episode of Absolutely Fabulous, which is one of the most classic and hilarious sitcoms out there. Now, Cooper and Leo happen to be my gay daughters. They live in the UK. They also do it with their friend Peter, Peter Hagen. And so, just in a private message thread,
Or is it Hagen and he's related to Nina?
could
Nina.
be. Could be. So in a private message thread, we've just been going back and forth, and me and Michael have been like just reading each other and kikiing. But I do want to say I would totally do the pod. I kind of wish I had gotten a chance to like if I had a chance to choose, I would have been like, let's do sex or New Year's Eve. Because those are the good ones. There's so
Well,
many good
What are
ones.
you talking about?
So these queens from the UK, they do a podcast about AbFab called Wheels on Fire.
Right, right.
And they sent us a message on Instagram. Do we want to do this episode, the one that takes place in New York?
Exactly.
And by the way, I told them they can contact my agent and we'll see what we can work out. But the thing is, Miss Matinga, sometimes it's better not to do your favorite episodes because then all you say is, "Oh, it's so good, it's so good,
Oh,
it's so good."
It's so good. Right.
If it's not one of your favorites, sometimes you pay a little more attention. You know?
Right. And they just did New Year's.
Really?
So,
Frankie
they just
Knuckles?
did it. Exactly. A Frankie Knuckles flam jam. Da, 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 da,
The
da,
Karl
da.
Lagerfeld bondage room at Club 69
Where is it? In an underground car park in
in Ramsey.
Chelsea. In
Right.
Ramsey.
Right.
It's
Too
such a
late to
funny
flush her now.
But I would definitely chime
That's
in.
probably the best episode of all of them.
The only Chippendale I've sat on had only 2 legs. Yeah, it's oh my god, it's so
Oh my
good.
God.
And I remember first watching it and gasping.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
A new
She's-
year begins.
She's eating the potpourri.
Let her.
It's so
Oh
it's
my God,
just
it's so good.
but
I would- so-
but
but
see
I would
that's the
totally do it.
thing.
You
We
should
would just sit
consider
there
doing
saying,
it
"Oh,
too.
it's so good, it's so good."
Yeah.
Yeah. Their podcast is one of the most popular podcasts in the UK and like top 100
Yeah.
in Europe.
Wow.
They're kicking ass.
Yeah.
They better
I
work.
mean,
Kicking ass. And they pump us too. They do pump.
and it's helped because
Homework
I
Fire
think we
Chakotay.
have like 5 listeners.
At least. At least.
It's very niche, darling.
Oh my God, it's niche.
It's very niche. There actually is a way that I can look up analytics and things, but I never do because I'm like, you know what? We don't do this for like numbers. We do this because like it's fun for us
Yeah.
and for those that get it.
Totally.
You know what I've always said. If it's not fun, why are we doing it? And we're doing it for the kids.
What? Fun?
Fun? A piece
No,
of fun?
Yeah. No, we do homework for the kids. This
Right.
is
Oh, yeah.
this is for grown-ups. Miss Booby, can we talk about your hat for a minute?
I
Sure.
love it.
Is it a pat of butter, darling?
Are you Muslim?
Are you Muslim, darling? Oh, it's
Oh,
a baseball cap. And it's
honey, I thought you were wearing a Scully.
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's parquet.
Okay.
That's what Bob said when he ate your ass last night. He was like, I can't believe it's not butter. Butter.
Because it was a butter.
Oh,
Butter.
Parquet.
oh, honey, margarine.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
Large
remember
margarine.
that
Yep.
the commercial? It was a little covered wagon for dog food that would come out of the cabinet.
Chuck wagon.
yes.
Chuck wagon. I was thinking
Or
about
was
that the
that
other day.
gravy train?
No, it was Chuck Wagon because it was Little Wagon.
I had a
Right.
gravy train once. That's why I don't go to the black party no more.
Ah,
Chuck Wagon, a cute porn star name for a trans man.
All right, back to the Wonder Woman shirt.
Isn't it? But it's cute, right?
It's a fab.
It's better than that fucking piece of shit movie was.
Oh,
That nonsensical
know-
garbage. Now I could let you know how I really felt, bitch. It was wasted 2 hours of my life. It was the dumbest, most illogical piece of shit ever.
2
What
hours.
a disappointment.
2 hours and maybe I think 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think it
Yeah.
was.
And you want to come for Robert Altman's
Two-
Three Women, bitch? Don't.
Oh, what a shitty, boring, Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, yeah.
She'd clearly gone insane at that point.
No, darling. That was at the height.
where is she now?
Texas.
Behind a dumpster in Texas.
She isn't behind the dumpster, darling.
She was like
Phil's, honey, Phil's
under the
disgusting.
dumpster.
Phil's
Three Women is a
disgusting. He's user.
fantastic film.
Dr. Phil is disgusting, you think?
Yeah, he's disgusting.
And I refuse to call him Dr. Phil. It's just Phil McGraw,
Yeah,
honey.
because
Because he ain't a doctor.
He's a doctor of psychology.
I'm
But I-
not. I'm not
but-
even sure if he's a doctor of
But
psychology.
I'd rather take advice from Ally McGraw.
Huh,
Okay.
You'd rather take it raw from Ally McGraw.
No, I'd rather take it raw from Phil McGraw. Because I'll tell you this, a pig like that, he'll treat you like garbage in the bedroom. And sometimes, like on a Tuesday, that's where you at.
The thing
What?
Wait a minute, is it Tuesday? Because that's exactly where I'm at.
I actually don't know what day it is. It's Thursday.
He
So
holds a
listen,
doctorate in clinical psychology, though ceased renewing his license to practice psychology since 2006.
Don't step to me, darling.
The thing is, he does invite people to his show and occasionally he helps people, but in doing so,
Mhm,
he also uses them, and especially in the case of Shelley Duvall,
mhm.
exposes their illness and
What's Shelley's illness?
And well,
She's depressed, anxiety,
clinically depressed, and
possibly schizophrenic, because
possibly,
we don't know for sure.
Okay.
But
and he
but looking like the stunt double for Jabba the Hutt. It ain't
Yeah.
cute.
and it
She's
wasn't a
big.
good look. It wasn't a good look for her, and the
Right.
questions are very probing. And the thing is, it's like, I just don't think, even if you end up helping someone, in his
Mm.
case, he didn't end up helping her. And what he
Right.
did was embarrass her.
He exploited her.
He exploited her.
Because that's
yeah,
what, that's
it's
what that shit is
exploitation.
about, and
Yeah.
it's not cool. But
Yeah.
you really should see Three Women. It's her, Sissy Spacek, some other actress I can't remember. It's a study about identity, the boundaries of identity. It's a lovely Western themed tone poem. There's, I think, some Jello recipes. Excuse me.
What?
Boo, did you watch The Stand?
No, not yet.
Oh, can't say anything. Shoot.
I could wrap it up in 2 words: bullshit. And that may only be 1 word. But you
No.
want to hear some shit though?
No, still worth watching, Boo. It was
So,
still worth watching.
Alex,
I'm gonna
yes,
watch
it is
it.
worthwhile. Alexander Skarsgård, not to spoil it.
I heard he
Was
put
that-
naked.
Was
Yeah,
that a
and
butt? Was that a butt double?
I don't think it was, because that looks like his body, and he's shown his naked body before. But I will say that the cheeks, the cupcakes, were a little hairier than I recall.
And a little more deflated, right?
No, I thought they looked fab, girl.
And-
I was so here for it.
You know, I
was
don't.
like,
I'm not
yes.
going to judge people on their physical
thought they looked
appearance,
good.
okay?
No.
And I think he's so fucking sexy and hot. And
Beautiful.
maybe because he's tall, the meat isn't distributed in a way that's pleasing. But I want to say that if you're going to be on camera taking your clothes off, God damn it, you better be perfect. Okay, this is show business. Show business.
Booby, it was a big, wide, straight man ass. But the cupcakes were like, they weren't full, but they were like grabbable and
You want to be dunking those hinds.
Oh yes, yeah, honey, call me Dunkin' Blownuts.
What? Yes, bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna
The,
open up my own my own donut store, Dunkin' Blownuts.
the one name I'm not sure if you stole from me or I stole from you.
No, bullshit. That was mine, bitch.
Oh, if you're gonna be so adamant, wait a
Oh,
minute.
it was
No,
mine,
come to
honey.
think of it, I
Oh,
have
and
to
by
go
the
through my
way,
files.
you know what else was mine? Your joke about
No
about the
lies.
anal
Don't even try
bleaching.
it. Don't even
Yes,
try
I
it.
was walking down the street in Orlando,
No,
and I was
bitch. I
passing a
was
Rite
walking
Aid.
past a Dwayne Reed in Long Island City, and I saw in the window, and it said, "No, girl, don't do
and
it."
it
And you know what,
said,
bitch? If
"No,
I
girl,"
have
and
to,
it
if
said
I
they were
have
doing
to,
anal
I will
bleaching
pull
at
up my
Walmart,
journal
girl.
from
But I was,
2009, girl.
but Booby,
Honey,
Booby,
whatever.
Booby, I was on the
Thing
phone
needs
with
to be
her, and I was like,
bleached is
"Oh
your
my God,
fucking
they're doing
soul
anal
on the
bleaching at
phone.
Walmart."
Like,
Booby, she
bitch,
stole that
like
joke
your
from me.
cricket
Like you
phone had
could
any
afford a
service back in the
phone.
day.
Oh
Hello.
shit, no.
We need to move on from
Stole
this.
it from me. How dare
We
you?
need to move on.
So what is the theme of this
yes.
show?
The theme of this show is we're going to talk about Countess Vaughn. Now,
Yes.
Countess Vaughn.
You know, she lost her hair.
What?
She did.
From
and it's
the
not
Parkers?
From
funny.
yeah,
We're
from
the Parkers, and we're
because
doing
she
it.
used to wear
We're doing it.
weaves
Yeah.
that are too tight. Weaves that are too
Okay.
tight.
Here's what
They had
happened.
loss of hair.
Let's get into Countess Vaughn just for 1 second. Countess Vaughn first rose to prominence on Star Search when she was like 8 years old in her little church girl outfit, and she was singing "What the World Needs Now Is Love, Sweet Love." Okay, she won Star Search, her little junior category. She beat that white boy. Okay,
It's
number
on
one.
YouTube, probably, right?
Yes, I'll insert a clip here.
What the world needs now, love, sweet love, it's the only thing that there's just too little love.
Then she was on Moesha,
Yes.
and her and Brandy did not get along. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, they had a big, huge falling out. And then she had her spinoff with Monique, the Parkers. Yeah, the Parkers. Yeah, we're doing it, and we're doing it. Gonna
Which was
gag now.
the introduction of Monique
Sort
as the
of.
mom, sort of.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
One of Monique's first things.
To America.
And although later on, yes, she was known as the bald countess because her hair did fall out.
Yes.
And she had major issues with depression. She tells a story online about she had a brief run on 227 when she was like a child, like 9 or 10. And one of the actresses, she could hear one of the other actresses saying to her, she's ugly, fat, and black about her.
One of the characters not liking me because I was fat. Black. And ugly. But she was older and she came from a different era. You know?
And she doesn't name names, but apparently it was Helen Martin who played Pearl. Girl.
Oh.
That
The old bitch?
The old bitch who's dead now.
And Pearl looked like the Crypt Keeper. Who was she to talk? How dare she? Thank goodness it wasn't Regina King or Marla Gibbs.
No, she has said that Marla Gibbs was always good to her. And also, who played the friend that she was on Sesame Street also?
Oh, yeah.
Rose. Her. Oh, God.
Rose was on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
So, for years.
That she was lovely to her. And also, Countess Vaughn said that the actress that said that to her within earshot, how cruel to a child, was of a different generation, a different era. That means Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
How was, oh, Mary.
Hi, baby.
How was she with her?
Jackie. Fine, I guess.
Love me some Jackie. You know, all these stars that were huge stars in their time.
Hi, Lester. Hi, baby.
Gone. Like Marla Gibbs is gone.
No, she's not.
Marla Gibbs is dead, girl.
No, she's not.
Marla Gibbs is alive, darling.
She was just on something.
What, on Dancing with the Stars?
On the remake of Jeffersons.
There was a remake of Jeffersons?
Didn't they just do? Didn't they do not a remake?
Google,
but
is Marla Gibbs dead or alive?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Well, okay, she's alive.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
she's got to be like 102. How old is Marla Gibbs?
How old is Mom?
Oh, she's 89, doll.
Darling, she's 89, darling, and still alive, honey.
Yeah,
Still
but
alive.
just
So today's topic on homework Chakotay Auntie Ways.
this is an episode of Homework Chakotay Auntie Ways. It really
Countess
is.
Vaughn. Well, Dan Deevy's here. Should we let him in?
Yay!
Yay!
All right, we're going to start our podcast. So whoever's watching this and whatever this was, goodbye.